How many functions should you have in your app? When you kind of sit down with your team and you're coming up with ideas for your app, and you have all these lists of all the cool things you want your app to do, how do you determine which function or which feature that you want to do first? And should you integrate all of them, right? So if you looked at my last video, I was talking about the flowchart and the wireframe. We discussed how many startup founders, many people that are excited about their app, they want their app to do everything because their app is going to just save the world, right? So they have a list of all these different functions that their app does without having a clear message as to what is the app. Like I said, I made that mistake where I literally had probably about a good 30 to 35 functions that one app did. Now the problem with having so many different functions for an app is your app is not identified for one thing. So my advice, when you sit down and you come up with all the different features that you want your app to do, all the different functions, and if you don't know what a function is, all a function really is kind of like what your developer asks, how many different functions you want your app to have. All it is pretty much what your app does. A chat feature is a function, posting a picture is a function, liking a picture is a function, commenting on a picture is a function, posting a video is a function, having a profile is a function. All the different functions of an app. There's so many different functions of an app. Next time you go on Instagram or Facebook, look at all the different functions that they have and pay attention to where they came from, because as people update their app, more functions are being added because you're already accustomed to how their app flow. It's very important. Now, for us startup founders and the people that have a new idea, new startup, what you should do is, it's okay to have a list of a whole bunch of functions, literally. So just write a list of all the functions you want your app to do, right? I got this from The Lean Startup. It's a really good book. I recommend you read it. The Lean Startup. Must read. Make a list of all the functions that you have, right? And then now focus on what you want your app to do. It's so important that you focus on this. What is that one thing that your app does better than any other app out there? What is that one thing? Because everybody has a profile, everybody can post pictures, everybody can post videos now, everybody can like and comment, but what is that one thing that your app does better than any other app, right? So when you look at that function list, figure out what that one thing is and then focus on that. Your developer will love you because now you're only giving your developer something simple to build, something simple to focus on. I want my app to do this, and I want it to do it well. And this is what you consider your MVP, which is your minimum viable product, which is you learning the Lean Startup. Pretty much figuring out what is the least amount of effort, development that you can do just to get your product out there and let the market determine if this is the right function for them. Because you'll be surprised. You may say, you know what, I think my market wants all these functions. This is exactly what they need. This is exactly what they want. I know because I am the market. I am the one guru that knows how the market is dictated. So everybody's gonna listen to my idea, right? No, it's not a thing. But try it out anyway. Go ahead and spend that money. Waste that money like I did and give them all the functions because you just know that's what they want, right? And they're only gonna use one. I kid you not. They're gonna only use one and you're gonna be sitting back like, wait a minute, this wasn't even the intention of the app. So it's so important that you have your wish list of functions, but only focus on one and do that one thing very good, okay? Great. Functions. Do we understand what functions are? Do we understand how to utilize functions? Make a list of everything you want your app to do and then focus on that one thing that your app does great and only build that, release it to the market, let your market tell you what they don't want. But if you've done your customer discovery process and you feel the business model behind this out, you should kind of already have an idea. So now you're just testing it out in the real world to see how they respond. And they may say, oh man, I wish this app did this. Oh, I wish this app did that. Listen to your market. You go to your app list. Oh, boom, there's a function right here. Snatch that function and then upgrade your app. And then boom, now you just integrated another function to an already existing function because they already know how to use your current function. All these functions. Everybody gets a function. You get a function. You get a function. Anyway, I'm gonna stop. So yeah, so listen, like, comment, subscribe. I hope this helped. Learn to minimize your functions. I know you have a lot of great ideas for your app, but please simplify it. Your MVP, your minimal viable product. What is that one thing that your app does better than any other app? Focus on that function and that function only. All right? Have a good day.